everybody. We're back again to talk some more NFL football. The regular season is
concluded.
It's gone. Regular season is gone. And we just finished up the first round.
The wild card round is done.
The wild card round is done. So we're going to do a little recap over the wild card round here. We'll talk about our dumpster fire of the week, or there's really no dumpster fires in the playoffs, but our team that let us down the most this week, maybe our letdown of the week, and then we'll talk about who we think the winners and losers will be
in the
divisional rounds. So let's go ahead and jump in here. This is an awesome time of year.
It's cold.
It's cold,
it's
and
windy.
You win or bye-bye. No matter how good of a year you had, don't matter right now. All right, let's jump in. We had 2 Saturday games.
The Titans and the Packers will not play until the divisional round.
Because they are the
number one seeds.
Number one seed.
So they get a week off.
Yeah. So Derrick Henry gets another week to get healthy. And Aaron Rodgers, it don't matter what he does. It don't matter. Okay, let's jump in. We had the Raiders at the Bengals to start us off.
Interesting playoff game.
That was actually an interesting playoff game. We had the Bengals picked because I think they are the more talent one. The Raiders did make a game of it, though.
They tried to make it a tied game at the end, but Joe Burrow and the Bengals were just too much.
Yeah, so it was a 26-19, a 7-point win.
For the Bengals.
And how about that for the second year, Joe Burrow. And
leads his team to a playoff win.
Rookie Jamar Chase with T. Higgins.
Leads the Bengals to their first playoff win since 1990.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody texted about the win, which would be the first text ever
that said the Bengals
have won a playoff game. Ain't that insane?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But congrats. I mean, they won their division, and they
won a playoff game.
Won a playoff game.
They get their ticket to Tennessee.
They are going to Tennessee now. Congratulations, you won. Now go to Tennessee and play. With Derrick Henry coming off a 2-week rest. But hey!
But the Bengals have had a very successful season.
Congrats to the Bengals. Congrats to Joe Burrow. I'm a Joe Burrow fan. That year he put up at LSU before he left
was fantastic.
Was some of the best offensive football I've ever seen in college in my entire life. Probably the best college football I've ever seen in my entire life.
And in year 2, he throws almost 40 touchdowns.
And in year 2, he's in the NFL. He's due for coming off of an injury.
Coming off of a knee splits.
So, I mean...
That's talent.
Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes may be dueling for a long time. Him and Josh Allen.
Got some young blood.
Maybe Baker if he clicks it this year. Man, there's some good young blood in the AFC. But congrats to the Bengals. And maybe next year Raiders. We had the Patriots at the Bills.
Dear Lord.
47
to 17. This wasn't even close.
When you get beat by 30 points
by a divisional rival,
that was a bludgeoning. They wanted to
mercilessly strip them down, strip them down to their britches.
I think that was payback for the past 15 years of Tom Brady.
Yes, they relished in every single touchdown they scored in that game.
Yeah, even though Tom's not on the team anymore, they were like, "Take that, Tom! Take that! No touchdown! Take that!" But they did, man. A 30-point is a butt kicking.
Do you know what kind of special? It has a special kind of flavor to this one.
Yeah.
Because they did not punt.
No.
They did not punt. They did not kick a field goal. Each 7 of their drives resulted in touchdowns.
They missed a couple extra points, but
who gives a
who gives a flip when you get 7 straight touchdowns? You can miss a field goal every now and then. It don't matter. When you're up by 30, So, yeah, congrats to the Bills. The Bills have worried me all throughout this year. They've been up and down and good
their best
and bad.
Game of the year.
But was it about 4 or 5 games ago?
They started running
the ball, which is, you have to be able to run the ball to win in the NFL. I don't care who you are. You cannot go 80% pass and 20% run and win.
Unless you're Peyton Manning.
Unless you're Peyton Manning. Yeah, unless you're Peyton Manning. But Peyton Manning always had Edgerrin James or what's the one before Edge? I don't remember. But he always had good running backs too. So you have to be able to keep the defense honest. And Josh Allen was getting murdered because they know, well, they ain't never run the ball. Why in the world? Let's just put 3 or 4 up rushing and let's drop the other 8 back in the box. Drop 8 back and cover. You know? So congrats to Buffalo, and it's just a perfect time to get hot. If you're gonna get hot,
You got to do it now.
Now's the time to do it.
This sets up a matchup we'll talk about later.
Yes, this does set up a very nice matchup. We had on Sunday game. We had 3 Sunday games and then 1 Monday game, which is the first time ever we've had a Monday playoff game, which is cool. They can stretch them out all week long for all I care. I don't really care. The more football, the better.
And the higher the ratings.
Yes. Yeah, like some soap opera, some sitcom, stupid reality TV show they got on is going to beat a football game. I mean, if I want to make money, I put a football game on and charge $500,000 a piece for the commercials because that's what everybody's going to watch. But Sunday, our first game of the day was the Eagles at the Bucks.
You ever heard of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
Yes.
And how Johnny Depp just swindled his opponents?
Yes, that's Tom Brady. Yeah. Tom Brady is the handsome pirate. That's his new nickname, the handsome pirate. Yeah, right there, baby. Right there's a brand new one. The handsome pirate. Before you know it, he's took everything you got. It's all gone. He's robbed you blind. That's what the Eagles felt like. The Eagles, I don't know, they've got a better team than what they played like.
They didn't play well in that game.
Their play calling was garbage, could you say?
Doo-doo.
Their WR1, which is Devontae Smith,
didn't really catch any passes.
Was getting single covered the whole first half, and they threw how many balls to him?
0.
I don't know, none, 2, 1. That was really bad. When you get single coverage on your WR1, you throw the ball to him.
Yep. And the Eagles
feed
did
him.
not.
You feed him until they double cover him, and then you can run the ball.
And the Eagles did not.
The Eagles tried to run with 8 in the box, and it's just ain't gonna happen. So I think they had single high safety, single coverage on Devontae Smith, and they ran the ball and ran the ball, and they had negative -4 yards.
So we got Brady and his Island of Misfit Toys after all their injuries.
Yeah, the Island of Misfit Toys is going to kick your butt. And the handsome pirate and his Island of Misfit Toys. That's pretty good, isn't it?
So yeah, Tampa moves on and Philly goes home back to eat some more cheesesteaks.
Now, Philly's not got a bad team. Philly's got a good young team. I like Jalen Hurts. I really do.
And I like their cream cheese.
I know. And Devontae Smith, I think he's a fantastic wide receiver. They add a piece here, add a piece there, get into their second, third year. I think they'll be a good team. We had the middle game was the 49ers at the Cowboys.
Yet again, this feels like a familiar feeling, Dad. That facial expression. This facial expression right here sums up the Cowboy fan base staring at their televisions, wondering if their team's going to do anything.
I want 3 playoff wins in 25 years.
If you divide that 25 by 3, then you're not going to get an even number, but you can round it up.
3 in 25 years. Thank you, Jerry Jones, for ruining my life. Why do they keep Kellen Moore? Why? Jason Garrett sucked. His offensive coordinator was Kellen Moore. Their whole it sucked when they were running it. Why do you do? Let's just keep let's get rid of half the sucking and keep the other half of the sucking so we can continue to be mediocre.
I'll just let you take over this part. I'll let you vent. Go ahead.
I'm a Cowboys fan, and it's...
Go ahead. I'm going to give you every single second you need. Do it.
I don't know. I'm over it. I'm almost ready to pick another team.
Really? Holy crap.
There's only so many times that your heart can get ripped out of your chest and thrown on the ground and stomped before you get tired of it. I'm tired of getting stomped and kicked and ran over by the Cowboys every single year.
It's like a cowboy without a saddle?
I don't know.
Or is that like a 49er striking gold?
Until Jerry Jones hires a general manager and gets out of it and lets somebody run the Cowboys that knows football better than him, and they're going to be a 8-9, 9-8, 12-5, and lose in the first round of the playoffs because they suck. When you score 50 points against the bad teams and then score 13 against the good teams, you suck. I mean, you can get to 12 wins if if you're playing Washington twice and Philly twice and the Giants twice.
The Giants especially.
I mean, they beat up on the bad teams and then struggled or lost against the good teams.
I can understand why you're venting, because I feel like San Francisco just outcoached them here in this game.
Yeah. A team comes in that barely made the playoffs with an injured quarterback and manhandled you.
Yeah, it was like clear from the line of scrimmage on both sides.
I don't know. But I am over the Cowboys.
So San Francisco moves on,
yeah.
And they will.
How about stupid San Francisco? They're going to get rid of Garoppolo. I mean, look what the man's doing. Why would you fire? Why would you go to Trey Lance? Why?
You know, a playoff game.
He's really good. He was injured, but now he's back. He's really good. He's winning his games. Let's take the unproven guy. What?
I guess they're trying to just
tank so they can get another quarterback later, because they're going to be 5-12 next year without Jimmy Garoppolo.
Man,
wait and see. If they get rid of Garoppolo,
they're going to fire Kyle Shanahan.
They're 8-9 at best. 8-9.
Yeah, this year was pretty much Kyle Shanahan's 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. This was he needed to make the playoffs this
Garoppolo
year. Garoppolo
is a good quarterback. Do not get rid of the good quarterback. He's proved to you right now that he's a good quarterback.
Just because of media pressure, don't give in to the media pressure.
No. All right. The last game we had the Steelers. The last game on Sunday, we had the Steelers at the Chiefs. Congrats.
One last ride.
Congrats to Ben. He actually didn't have a bad game. He threw for over 200 yards and for a couple touchdowns. But the Chiefs started out slow, and the Steelers were still hanging with them. But
until the Chiefs turned on the gas.
And when they get clicking, you're not going to stop them. Yeah. They put up 42, which is what they'll do to a lot of teams if they get clicking. So,
but to Ben Roethlisberger here.
Ben's one of my favorite players that's ever played the game. Good guy, good family guy, good Christian family guy. Love him to death. I hope he has fun in his
18-year career as the starting QB for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that only happened because of a freaky scenario in the 04 draft. If you get a chance to check out the 04 draft, check it out, because that's a really between Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, and Ben Roethlisberger. Those three came out of the same draft, and it's really interesting how it happened. Check it out sometime. But congrats to the Chiefs. Now
off to the divisional round once again
against
the Bills.
Buffalo won, so they go to
Kansas City for a playoff. That's going to be my game of the week.
So we've got the Bengals going to the Titans, and the Bills going to the Chiefs. Man, I would take that every day, all year long, if I could just see that football right there. That is just fantastic. The last game we had was a Monday night playoff game. We had the Cardinals at the Rams.
Dear Lord, the Cardinals just laid a doo-doo in that first half.
You could tell that's the first time that they'd been in the playoffs.
22 yards for Kyler Murray and 2 ints, and one of those interceptions was horrible.
Yeah, because it ended up in a pick six. And a bad pick six. I mean,
really bad.
The shortest
pick six in playoff
history. 2 yards.
2 yards.
He threw a 2-yard pick six.
What would you do? Would you sacrifice 2 points for 7?
I think I would have just took the safety and punted or free kicked instead of throwing a 2-yard pick six.
And giving the Rams momentum.
Oh, yeah, because the Rams took that, and 34-11, it was over. Congrats to who?
Matthew Stafford's first playoff victory.
First playoff victory ever. I mean, think about that. Matt Stafford, who is really close to probably being a Hall of Famer, that's his first playoff win.
How do you do?
How do you do, yeah. And your reward is?
To go to the
Bucks.
Go
play Tom Brady.
To the handsome pirate.
Go play the handsome pirate in his own ship.
And he's the horseshoe.
Yeah.
He's lucky. The lucky boy.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the winners and losers of the wildcard round. Now we'll go ahead and talk about it's our dumpster fire, but our letdown
of the week.
So check it out.
Dumpster fire of the week.
Yeah. Hey, and our letdown of the week is
a tie.
I'll let you go first. Your letdown was
the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Getting their crap kicked in by their division rival at the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I really thought maybe New England, New England's had Buffalo's number forever. You really
Under
thought
the handsome pirate.
Yeah, you really thought maybe that they might still have a little edge on them, But Buffalo turned the corner. Buffalo said, forget this crap.
7 touchdowns and 7 drives.
7 drives, 7 touchdowns.
Do you know how stupidly ridiculous that is?
That's a letdown. I don't know how many times has there been 7 drives and 7 straight touchdowns in the playoffs?
I can't
Never?
recall.
Ever?
I can't think of a moment like that.
No, I can't think of anything like that. No, so New England. Now, congratulations to Mac Jones. We didn't congratulate Mac Jones.
He's the first Patriot rookie quarterback to ever guide them to the postseason.
Yeah, and he is, from their draft class, the best numbers-wise quarterback that came out of it. Over Trevor Lawrence, over...
They didn't even have to trade up to get
over Wilson, over all of them. I don't know how many there was. Yeah, over all of them. So congrats to Mac Jones.
Now here is Dad's side of the coin flip.
Can you guess who it is?
Dallas. Like I've said before, this is the face. No, make that face. Make that face. The face of the Cowboy fan every postseason.
What the crap? What the crap? I mean, I probably ranted enough, but no. I want just another 30 seconds of talking about how crappy it is to be a Cowboys fan.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you all the time you need.
My goodness. You got Dak Prescott, which was supposed to be... You got Zeke. You got Gallup got injured, but you got Wilson, you got Amari Cooper, you got 88, CeeDee Lamb, let's see, you got Dalton Schultz as your tight end, and you can't score any points. You can't score. How can you not score points with that? With one of the top offensive lines in the country. And you got a defense with probably the defensive rookie of the year.
Do you want any
plus Leighton Vander Esch, plus, and you suck.
Man,
what's the common denominator there?
Do you want more of Kellen, Dad?
No, okay, get rid of Kellen Moore. I will pay part of his salary to go to another team. You can, as a Cowboy fan, I will give you my money to get rid of him and bring in somebody. And Jerry Jones, leave him alone. Leave him alone and let him be football people. Mm-hmm. This ain't the Arkansas Razorbacks, son. Just get out of it. Let pros be pros.
Maybe I was thinking about Jerry the Mouse Jones. Maybe we need to call
and now he's bringing his 2 doofus sons in with it. So it's I got another 50 years of this garbage. I'll be dead before that family gets out of the Cowboys. I will never get to see a Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboy team with that family running it. It just ain't gonna happen. I said I'm gonna have to pick me another team. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go Titans. So let's get the Titans. At least they're number 1 in their division. They got to bye. I don't know. But anyways, breathe.
Are you trying to not smell the doo-doo coming from those 2 teams?
I don't know. Yeah, the Patriots was a letdown, but they got a rookie quarterback.
But the Cowboys were more disappointment.
The Cowboys are a disappointment. Yeah, honestly the Cowboys are the biggest disappointment because
the talent. And Dan Quinn too.
Talent star, and Dan Quinn gave them, the most turnovers in the
NFL.
In the NFL this year. So you got that powerful offense, you got the most turnovers in the NFL, and you can't win a playoff game.
That makes logical sense, doesn't it?
Dumpster fire. The Cowboys are. They might be a dumpster fire. There might be some smoke burning there. I don't care if you make the playoffs or not. There's some smoke burning down there in the stadium.
Jerry making roasted barbecue. The Emperor Palpatine of NFL football.
Yes, there is. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the visual. Let's get back to some positive football because we're going to have some great games this week. We've only got 4 games, but we'll jump right into them. Saturday, we got 2 Yummy games. We got the Bengals
going to Nashville
at the
to play
Titans.
the Titans.
Now, the Titans are favored by 3.5, and you got a fresh
This is a
Derrick
team-
Henry.
Although they do get back Derrick Henry, how healthy will he be? That's the question.
How in shape will he be? Will he be in game shape? Probably not. If they win this game, will he be in game shape for the second round? Probably. So. I feel more sorry for the next team than I do the Bengals. The Bengals scare me a little bit.
The Bengals are scary.
They are hot. I mean, if you throw for 350 yards, but if the Titans get the ball and they march down the field and take 7 minutes off the clock and then get a touchdown, it's over. The Titans are going to win because that means the pressure will be on Cincinnati to score every single time they get to touch the ball because they won't have the ball but 4 or 5 times the entire game, probably.
But it's the opposite side if the Bengals get the ball.
If the Titans go in and go 3 and out and then the Bengals score,
then that's trouble.
Then that's trouble for the Titans.
So it depends on a coin flip.
But I'm going to lean towards the Titans.
Because of the running game?
And Vrabel. The coach does not get enough credit. He's had an injured wide receiver core the entire year.
And Todd Downing.
And Todd Downing's not the best. But he's had an injured wide receiver core the entire year.
And Todd Downing.
And then he lost the best player in the NFL. And then after that, he lost and won his division and won the AFC.
With Todd Downing.
So I'm going to lean towards the coaching of Vrabel and the running game because it's already established. They did it without Derrick Henry, so why wouldn't they be better with him?
They can just, with D'Onta Foreman coming in, you could just shift him in and out and in and out, in and out.
I'm going to take Tennessee minus that 3.5 just because it...
So you're saying the Titans go to their second AFC Championship game in 3 seasons under Vrabel?
And host it this time. The AFC Championship game will be in Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee hosts
the whole playoffs are through Nashville there.
Ain't that a little freaky? That's pretty awesome, though. All right, in round 2, we got the 49ers at...
The Packers.
They play each other close all the time.
Yeah, the Packers and 49ers have also had a history. Not as lengthy as the Cowboys history, but...
but a
lengthy one.
In 1994, they did play in the NFC Championship game against each other. 49ers haven't been fantastic since then, but they've got a pretty good history of playing each other too. This goes back to Brett Favre and Steve Young.
The 49ers are a pesky wild card team.
And they're 10-7. I mean, you can't count them out. The Bengals are 10-7, so they got just as good a record as the Bengals.
Yeah, so both teams can be pesky in that round, but the Packers, I believe, will have too much talent to overwhelm the Niners.
I think so too.
Old man Aaron's gonna get the 49ers out and use his beating stick.
Yeah, the last game they played...
He beat the bye week last week with it. Now he's going to beat the 49ers with that stick.
Yeah, I do think that the Packers are sort of on a mission.
Especially if they meet Tampa again. They're going to be ambitious to try to knock them off.
Yeah, I think that Aaron Rodgers is, he's focused... After the first game, they didn't practice much going into the season opener, and they sort of got their butt kicked in that first game. I think they refocused, and they've really been. And he's only thrown how many interceptions has he threw this year?
I can't count.
It's not that many. Let me see if I can get stats. Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers, how many? 4 picks to 37 TDs.
That's the Aaron Rodgers I know.
So that's 1 interception every 9-point-something touchdowns.
That is incredible.
So he will throw 9 touchdowns before he throws a pick. And if I'm not mistaken, he's had 2 or 3 picks and a couple picks in the first game, didn't he, against Norman? So in 16 games, he's threw, I think, 2 picks. So he's not going to turn the ball over against the 49ers. At least he shouldn't. Shouldn't happen as far as the stats and the odds goes. So the 49ers are going to have to beat them straight up with defense and running.
Which can be effective if employed properly, which the Titans have used before.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers hasn't had a good playoff record against the Niners.
No, he has not beat the Niners
that much.
He's 0-3 against the Niners in the playoffs. But
This will be the first one.
Yeah, I really think they're favored by 5.5. Honestly, I would probably take the Packers minus that 5.5.
So we say the Titans and Packers.
I think it's like a, I don't know, 37-27 game. I think it's probably closer to 10 points.
So you're saying the Titans and Packers go to their title games?
The Titans and the Packers. It goes through Nashville and it goes through
Green Bay. Frigid Lambeau Field.
Yeah, how'd you have to go up there and play? All right, Sunday. The Sunday games, we got the Rams at the Buccaneers.
This will be an intriguing.
It's a close game. It's actually been bet down to 2.5 points now. I think it was 3.5. It's bet down to 2.5 now.
The Rams did defeat the Buccaneers during the regular season.
Mm-hmm. And the Rams are 12-5. They're not a bad team. Bucs are 13-4. They're a better team.
The difference is the home field or the home pirate ship here.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers do have a cool looking pirate ship. I will admit they have a nice looking pirate ship there.
The Bucs are down both their starting wide receivers. They're down 2 running backs.
But screw that. That's Tom.
Screw that. It's Tom Brady, man. Are you gonna pick against Tom Brady?
As long as he has that horseshoe in his pocket, then I don't.
No, I can't pick it. And now don't get me wrong. It's really, really hard to repeat as a Super Bowl champ.
Especially with the injuries.
I think it's only happened to just a few teams throughout history. But the last one to do it was Tom Brady and the Patriots. But before that, I think it was the Cowboys in the 90s. So
yeah,
it just doesn't happen that often. So I don't pick the Bucs to go to the Super Bowl maybe as much
because of the injuries.
But the Bucs defense is back full healthy now. Shaq Barrett's back.
Mostly fully healthy. They do have Richard Sherman on the
Richard Sherman, but he wasn't that good to begin with. I think he's old man Sherman, which is, old man injured Sherman. I mean, he's still a good player, but I'm not going to go against Tom. I can't go against Tom Brady against a 1-win Stafford. I like Stafford. I think he's a good quarterback. I would really like to see him win. I'm not a Tom Brady hater. I'm not a Matthew Stafford hater. But Matthew Stafford probably needs this more for his career than Tom Brady does.
Oh, that's painfully obvious.
That's painfully obvious. So I would like to see Stafford, win another one and get a little bit more and pad his record, a little bit. But I can't go against Tom Brady until somebody beats him. In the divisional round. I probably could pick against him in the conference champ maybe later, but
who knows?
So
we do pick Tampa.
Tampa minus 2.5. We haven't picked any upsets yet.
Will that change with the Chiefs and the Bills here?
We got the Bills at the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are favored by 2.
That game is on my watch list.
That is the
game of the week.
The game of the week. Maybe the upset alert of the week.
Do we pick Buffalo in that game? Buffalo's looking for revenge after last year's defeat to the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they get the job done, or does Patrick Mahomes one up Josh Allen again?
I don't know. These games are good. I'm worried about the Bengals beating the Titans. Wouldn't surprise me if it happened. I'm worried about the Bills beating the Chiefs. It could happen. If the same Bills that played last week plays this week,
they could
very easily beat them. But how many times have the Bills played that good in back-to-back games?
Not that much.
This year, not that much. But I don't know.
Who knows?
Man, that's a good one. What do you think? Bills or Chiefs?
This is the hardest one to pick.
This is the hardest one to pick, yeah.
I'll let you pick first.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, in these 4 games, 2 of them are going to be upsets. They're going to be. How many upsets did we have last week? 1?
Yeah, the 49ers game was the which one we called.
Yeah.
But that was the only one.
That was the only upset for the entire week. I mean, all the rest of them, the home teams won, didn't they?
Every wild card team other than the Niners lost.
Yeah. So we had one upset. We had one upset last week. So you would think there would be more this week because you normally have a fair amount of upsets
in the postseason usually.
So I'm going to say that out of these 4 games, 2 of them will upset. But
who knows?
I don't know. It's so good. The Rams could beat the Bucs, and it wouldn't surprise me. But I can't pick against Tom Brady.
Because he has a horseshoe in his pocket.
He's the handsome pirate. He will rob you blind before you even know he's there, and just smile at you as he's in the camera talking about how they're a victory. So I can't pick against Brady. I don't think I can pick against the Chiefs either, though. Can you?
Let's go with the Chiefs and by a small margin.
Well, yeah, the Chiefs -2. We got minus. I think we might have a 31-30 game. I mean, it might be. No, it's 34-30.
But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo won.
I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo win it. We're gonna be wrong on 2 of these. 2 of these are gonna be upsets.
Yeah,
I just don't know which 2.
And
they could be any 4 of these games could be upsets.
If the Bills prove us wrong, then they can jump through as many tables as possible.
But last week we just had 1 upset, so that went against the normality. This week we could just have
2,
no upsets,
or none, or
we could just run shop and have none, or we could have 4. I mean, it's possible.
So you're saying the Bengals and Bills against?
How about the Bengals at the Bills,
and then the Rams,
and then the 49ers at the Rams? That's our 4 teams.
How do you do?
The only one I think there's no way there's going to be an upset is the 49ers and Packers. I think that's a 10-point game. But the other 3, we can have 3 upsets. I think easily. Yeah. But anyways, that is our playoffs picks for the week, or the divisional round. A little fun, a little goofiness along the way.
Enjoy the postseason.
Enjoy the postseason. It's almost over. So yeah, we're not going to get too much more of this. And then we're off to March Madness, which is still a good time of year.
Oh yeah, March Madness is going to be.
Yeah, so
fill your bracket in order for it to be busted in the
first 2 games. Yeah, but anyways, we hope you had fun. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button,
groovy baby button.
Hit the groovy baby button over here. Leave a comment, share us with your friends. Other than that, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.